Hey Siri, play August by Taylor Swift.
3, 2, 1.
I woke up when I was supposed to leave. So, good morning. Welcome to the August vlog. It's hectic.
But I shouldn't be sleeping when it's still now and I'm stuck in my bed. Still now and I'm stuck in my head. Cause I've been stressing out all on my own when I should make my way out. My home is still now, gotta open my eyes. Still now, can't be wasting my I finally realized if this is us, goodbye until we're gone. Who cares about the road we caused ourselves? Because I don't want to watch the world end with someone else. And we don't know enough. We're concealed under our petticoat. No, you're never gonna quit. No, you're never gonna quit. No. Dressed up for someone you never see. Bet your house is where my woke up this morning, thought I'd ride. Turn that dick to stone, call me Medusa. Choking on a neat Heimlich maneuver. Sorry, I don't date lollapalooza. Too long, but I don't wanna come down. Caught up in a long free fall, you got me off of the ground. Sway for a minute, the plane moves side to side.
I got back from Chicago a couple days ago. This is my first day back at work since coming back, and I just don't want to do it. I really don't. I really don't. As a little update, I won this because my head, I won it. I went to the arcade with my cousins and my brother and his daughter. On my first try, for the first time ever, I won at a claw game. I won this little guy who I am naming Petey the Penguin. As a wrap for Lollapalooza, it was fun. Being shorter than 5'5" at a festival is just rough, if I'm being honest. Oh, there's a bunny in my backyard. Do you want to be with friends with Petey the Penguin? He's running away. Being any shorter than 5'5" at a festival is just like not fun. And I would say my favorite performance is the 1975. And I know I'm canceled as a Taylor Swift fan and a fan of humanity. Am I a fan of humanity? Let me take that back. But as a Taylor Swift fan, like, how can I like Maddie Healy? I don't know. Cancel me if you may. So I don't listen to K-pop, but my cousin does. And honestly, the main reason why we went was for New Jeans. They're a K-pop group if you don't know. And I actually didn't hate it. Like, it was pretty entertaining. Apparently it was their first international debut, so that was pretty cool. I also saw Noah Khan, who I wish I could actually see, but I could only hear him. So it was a little bit of a bummer that way, but it's fine. Overall, it was a lot of fun. It was kind of warm, and I really did get my steps in. Now I'm back to work. I didn't go in today because my credentials expired, so if I wanted to go in, I would have to have someone escort me. Because I didn't want to do that, I was like, I'm gonna work from home today. I will figure it out tomorrow. I am gonna maybe get some coffee. I asked my mom if she wanted to get coffee with me this morning because she has Mondays off, and she was like, no. And then I was like, oh, let's try that again. Mom, do you want to get coffee with me? And she was like, no. And I was like, okay, we'll give it one more go. Mom? And so I don't think she's getting coffee with me. I am gonna go do something else. When I went back upstairs to say I'm gonna go get coffee, I was called fiscally irresponsible. So instead, I made coffee, instant cold brew, because I ain't got time for that, with raspberry chocolate cold foam. That is my life.
Feel my heart when you're on my side.
I just came back from my first bookstore visit in a very long time. Like, I can't remember when the last time I went to a bookstore was, and I was honestly about to be very disappointed. I walked through the whole store a couple of times, and I was like, I can't really find anything that I like feel enticed to buy. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna check the front, which has all like the book recommendations one more time. So I walked to the front, and then while I was there, I saw a book that I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. And then I ended up buying 3. Let me show you what they are. I think this is just like my haul angle at this point in my life, where this is just the angle that you're gonna get when I have things to show you. This makes me look very tall, which is not an accurate statement. I got 3 books. The first one is Before Your Memory Fades, which is the 3rd book in the series Before the Coffee Gets Cold. And I actually really like this title. If you've watched my video talking about the memory police, you know how scary I think it is to lose memories. I want this to be a good book. So the first book in the series is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. The second one is Tales from the Cafe. And this one is Before Your Memory Fades. And I thought Tales from the Cafe was better than Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I hope this one is better than Tales from the Cafe. And it'll just get progressively better. I really like this title, so I have high hopes. This is the only book out of the 3 I bought I actually knew what it was before I purchased them. The next one I bought is, because I'm recording this like selfie version, I was like, I can't read this backwards. I was like, what is your tay? Stay true. And it's the winner of the Pulitzer Prize. This is a book that stopped me in my tracks when I was about to leave. And I was like, oh, let me see what this is. Because I actually really like the cover. Like, look at that. So this book, from what I can see in the book jacket, is really about the Asian American experience. I really like books like that because as an Asian American myself, I feel like I just want to read more about it because, you know, clearly experiencing my experience was not enough for me. And then this book called I Meant It Once. I really like the cover and the title of this. It's a short story collection, and I read a little bit of the first one and I thought it was really interesting. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it. Those were the books that I bought. The last time I went book shopping was in San Francisco, which if you watch one of my vlogs, May. If you watched my May vlog, then you know that's the last time I went book shopping. All right, I am actually really exhausted, so I'm gonna go get ready for bed and then go to sleep. Bye! What I'm learning is I really need to just start buying thinner books because, as you can tell, I can fit a lot of thin little books, and like this one fit very snugly. So I need to buy like thinner and shorter books so I can stack and fit more, because this is my TBR shelf. I've read Where the Crawdads Sing, but it doesn't really fit on this one in the color scheme that I'm doing. It will sit here for now. The last 2 books I've been reading have been Kindle books. So it doesn't really help my TBR shelf get any smaller.
It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. Might need a breather. Get lost in the B-roll. Let all the window to learn how the world goes. We didn't know how to move on. If we could run it, if we could run it back.
Welcome to my blueberry bush. I look very disheveled because I am. I spent my day making this cake. It's for my friend's mom's birthday. I think it's kind of cute, right? And then as a joke, I also made this cake because one of my cousin's dad came back from being away for a while, and I made a welcome home cake. Funny enough, the same day that her dad came back, my cousin also came back from a camping trip. So she thought that I made her a welcome home cake for her returning from her camping trip that was literally like 2-3 days. And she was like, oh my god, thank you so much for the cake. And I was like, okay, you're welcome, like whatever, it's fine. Oh my god, I'm actually like really greasy. I was talking to her in person afterwards and she was like, the cake that you made me. And I was like, what cake did I make you? And she was like, the welcome home cake. And I was like, that wasn't for you. You came back from a camping trip. Your father came back from a long time away. So yesterday I like bought cookies. I am shaking. My arms are so shaky right now. I worked out this morning and I made a cake and my arms are just not okay. So I bought cookies yesterday and I wanted to share with them. And on the box I wrote welcome home. And then today I had extra cake and I had extra frosting. I was like, okay, I'm just going to make a welcome home cake. It's now gonna be a running joke at this point. I haven't updated you guys in a while though, but like I'm going to a wedding tomorrow. I'm a +1, so I'm just there for the vibes, there for the food, there for the drinks. Okay, this is the final product. If you look closely enough, you can see all my mistakes, so don't do that. Nice. I am off to go to the wedding. If you're saying that my hair doesn't look very curled, you're right. I don't actually think I know how to curl hair, but this is the fit. Please don't mind my pile of dirty laundry nor my suitcase in the background that you know that's from last month, but this is it. I am off because I think I'm running a little late. So it's been a while since we've had this view. It's been like a month and a half since I've done my last run, and my last run was pretty short, and I honestly, today, temperature wise, like a really good day to run. I just haven't run in a long time, so it's been a while. And I think it's really bold of me to assume that I can just pick up where I left off, but I am really eating my summer bucket list words. I really said I'm gonna run 5 miles by the end of the summer. Starting beginning of summer, I was like, I'm not running. So I'm like, I don't know how I expect myself to run 5 miles if I just don't run. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I haven't done a lot of the summer bucket list things I have written down, so I don't know how that's gonna go, if I'm being honest. I also am out of ideas on vlogs, things to talk about. If you want to hear my opinion on anything, leave it in the comment down below. Maybe I'll talk about it. I think that's easier than like asking for book recommendations, because as we all know, I am not a quick reader. If I do ask for book recommendations, it's going to be like a 4 to 5 business month delay until you actually get like a review or thoughts about it. But trust me, when I say that they're on my list, they are added to my list. It's just my list is really long, but it's not a fast moving list. It's pretty stagnant. I am gonna stop procrastinating and actually go on my run. Wish me luck. I'm doing intervals today because, like I said, I think it's really bold of me to assume that I can just run straight again after not running for a month. Bye. I did it.
It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. I need a breather. Got lost in the B-roll. We let all the wind blow to learn how the world goes. And we didn't know how to move on.
Every time I open up it, so I'm not gonna get too close to you. Even when I make all my feelings, in case you go and leave me in the dark.
They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream. And this way since 18, but lately the effect seems slowly sinking, wasting.
I am going to my first cafe in a while. You can see Petey the Penguin over, Jesus Christ, over there. So today I'm going to my first new one. I'm very excited. I have my little Shakespeare and Company tote bag. It matches the red of my Lollapalooza shirt. Okay, bye. So I'm working from home today because I am not well. It was a wild experience. So the wedding, it was fun. It was great. I hate love, but I love love at the same time. We get it. I'm happy for the happy couple. Just could not be me. Monday comes and my friend that I went with, who I spent like 3 hours in a car with and the whole day with, texts me and she goes, hey, the other wedding that I went to, because she's so popular, she went to 2 in one weekend. She was like, the bride and she was a bridesmaid, so she spent the whole day with her, was like, the bride got COVID, which honestly may be a bad omen on that marriage. Who's to say? She was like, I haven't tested positive yet, but just by the way, just like the fact that this friend that I hang out with, literally almost every time I hang out with her since COVID was a thing, she has given me a COVID scare. Like the first and only time I've gotten COVID was because of her. Not the point of this. Wednesday or like some later day in the week, she texts me and she goes, hey, just by the way, I do have COVID. And I was like, great. I messaged my coworkers because I've been going in and I was like, hey, just by the way, I was exposed to COVID. And the thing is, I spent so much time with her that I was like, I'm pretty sure I have it. I'm just gonna be working remote. I don't have COVID yet, but it's a very high chance I will. I was literally testing every single day until like the 5-day mark, so like Saturday. And I was testing negative the whole time. So I was like, great. Yesterday, I literally woke up with like a huge headache and an itchy throat and I was like, this feels like COVID. Like, I don't know what this feels like, but it feels like COVID. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to work. because like I have a caffeine addiction now, so maybe it's just like caffeine withdrawal symptoms. Maybe it's just like a mix of what I did the day before, which wasn't anything spectacularly difficult, but who knows? I'm getting old now, you know, like my body ain't as resilient as it used to be. So I was like, I'm just gonna go. As the day progressed, my headache got so much worse. My throat got worse. I literally felt like a truck was just banging against my forehead the whole day. And it was like any bright light, any noises that were made, I don't want to be here anymore. And by the time I made that decision of like, okay, I probably shouldn't be here, it was like I had back-to-back meetings, so I couldn't leave and I couldn't miss the meetings. I was like, whatever, it's fine, I'm fine. After my last meeting ended at like 4:15, I was like, I'm going home. So I had a dinner planned with a mentee, and I was like, I'm so sorry to do this, but can we make it virtual? And she was like, that's fine. And I was like, great. So then I met with her. It was all dandy. Like, it was fine. Like, my head hurt. It's like, whatever. I hung up the phone at like 6:15, and then I slept until like 8:30. I ate 2 applesauce packets, some medicine. It was literally like every time I would open my eyes or like do anything that required me like not just being in bed with my eyes closed, headache. Immediate headache. So I was like, I can't do this. I went back to sleep like maybe 30-45 minutes later. I woke up at like 6:30 today, so I slept for nearly 12 hours, and my sleep score was not nearly as good as I thought it was gonna be. It was still like pretty not great. But yeah, that is my update of the day. I need to take more drugs. A couple hours ago, I was just like, I actually don't feel as good as I did this morning. Like, damn, what is going on? And I realized, I was like, maybe because my drugs are wearing off. So I gotta take more drugs. So I guess reminder to take care of yourself. Applesauce kinda slaps as like a food. I don't know why I've been getting to applesauce recently, but like I've been craving apples, and because I'm an irresponsible adult, I don't want to go grocery shopping, so I don't. And the next best thing I have, applesauce. Kinda hits. I got one. Also, if you're wondering why as a 25-year-old I have just applesauce packets around, mind your business. Just kidding. It was from when I was training for my half. Before long runs, I would have an applesauce packet. Applesauce, great. An apple a day. They didn't say what form it had to be in. Keeps the doctor away. I've been having a freaking hard time trying to schedule an appointment with my doctor and my dentist. I need to get my teeth checked out. Ridiculous. Actually ridiculous. I need to mooch off my parents' health insurance while I can, you know what I mean? And it's really stressing me out that after next year, I have to pay for my own insurance, or I just like can just die, I guess. Wow. This got really dark really quick. I'm gonna go. I have a meeting. I'm having dino nuggets as a 25-year-old because I don't have dinner.
So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do. You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you. Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical, the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you, to you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby, and all these broken roses led to you. Spent my whole life waiting for someone like you, baby, and all these broken roses led to you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky.
So I'm about to go to work, and I'm dressed up because it's Halloween, and I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. The only issue is I don't know if my department's dressing up, and I really was trying to work from home today, but the cards did not lay in my favor, and I have to go in. The reason why I wanted to work from home was because I was like, I don't want this anxiety of if I dress up, I'm gonna be the only goober who does so, but if I don't dress up, then I'm the lame person who doesn't. And I decided to dress up because I was like, okay, my team's kind of weird. I'm like, what if I'm the only goober who dressed up? Now I have anxiety.
She's like a primrose. You're never taking me alive, so come close. And I know why you said it, cause I'm reading every word in your voice. Now I'm not who I used to be. And maybe it's a good thing, got a good thing coming, it's a good thing.
Filming an outro literally a couple months after the last clip of this was filmed, and also the day before I plan to post this. If you like the video, thanks so much for watching. If you watch the whole thing, just know that that was a solid 4 months of events in 20 minutes. So thank you for, catching up with me. I know it was just vibes. I hope you liked it. If you did and you haven't already and you want to, feel free to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!